AFTV, Graham, I'm glad I've got you today because you know what? I want you to be able to explain to me, right? First of all, the team selection. Secondly, the formation. Thirdly, could you tell me where Torreira was playing? And number 4, right, the substitutions. See if you can break them down for me.
He went with a 4-4-2. He went with split strikers and he went with Torreira at the tip of a diamond. I thought today was crying out for a 4-2-3-1 formation, Robbie. He sacrificed Pepe to get Ozil in the team. So the worrying thing...
Why does he have to sacrifice Pepe to get Ozil in the team?
Because it's small club mentality. Small club mentality as a manager. He's too conservative, right? So let me just say he set up today. He set up last week. It didn't work last week with the split strikers last week. Lacazette and Aubameyang played him as sort of like split strikers. Yeah. That system only works if you've got somebody at the front, like we had Ramsey last year, who can drive through, right? Yeah. So Wolves set up with 3 at the back in a 3-4-3. So you want people to press from the front. So you want 3 who are going to press from the front. It was crying out today for Pepe, Lacazette and Aubameyang in a 3 with Ozil in behind. That's what he was crying out for. But he literally played...
we were crying out for as well.
He played Ozil on the right side of a diamond. He played Ceballos on the left side of a diamond. He played Torreira because he wants him to press. I can understand why he wants to do it, but I just don't think it works. And I think Torreira's strength is at the, at the base, what we're calling out for him next to either Ceballos or Guendouzi. That's what it's crying out for. But he's persisting with this 4-4-2. I think he's overthinking it. He's overcomplicating it, and it's just not working. It didn't work in the first half, Robbie. That first half, Wolves had the first 15 minutes. We then picked it up. We didn't have our first shot until the 20th minute. Then we worked a really good goal. Luis swung it in. Lacazette and Aubameyang combined. That's 50 goals in 78 games for our captain today. And I thought that Wolves then, it didn't give us the lift. The goal did not give us the lift. I thought, well, maybe that's going to give us a lift, but it didn't. Wolves started pressing again towards the end of the first half. So what you do as a manager, you think this is not working, 4-4-2 is not working. But I just think he's stuck. He doesn't want to change too much. His substitutions are too pragmatic. He needed to shift to a 4-2-3-1 second half. I think he should have moved Ozil central, moved Torreira back, taken off Ceballos. I can understand either Pepe or Martinelli on the right. That was the formation for me, because Wolves were having a lot of joy. They had 13 shots in that first half, so clearly they were working their socks off to get back in it. And they played really well today, Wolves. I thought they really deserved their point. But the formation, 4-4-2, if he needed to have changed at half-time, it didn't work. We were 1 goal up, and then what he does is second half, this sort of like small club mentality, wanting to sit on a 1-goal lead. Doesn't work for Arsenal. I think we need to get back to something more basic. I played in the Kent Cricket League for 25 years as an opening batsman. Whenever I was having a poor run of form, I tried to get back to basics, to get back to the things that work for me. So we need to get at a football club. Arsenal 4-2-3-1 was the formation, and I think we need to get back to that, Robbie. We need to have a double pivot. We need to have Ozil between the lines at the moment, and we need to have wide players, and we need to press from the front.
Explain the substitutions to me. What's the reasoning behind that?
The thing, the substitutions don't look great for him, does it? The reason why it don't look great is because he took Torreira off. He left him up front playing at the tip of a diamond. And then Ceballos, who is playing in that position, loses Moutinho from the throw, switches off. Ceballos switched off in the week at Anfield, allowed the cross to get in, and then our Socrates and Chambers don't pick up Moutinho, and he heads it in. So he switched off. So the Jimenez, sorry. So the substitutions, Martinelli came on. I couldn't work out what he was doing, to be honest with you, because Lacazette was playing as a split striker, wasn't he? So he just replaced Lacazette with Martinelli. I don't know whether Lacazette had or not. Didn't know if it was tactical or what. But the other sub, I'm just trying to think what the sub. Saka. He drifted over to the left, didn't he? Well, first of all, he went in the 10 position. He replaced Torreira. Torreira in the 10 position, then he drifted over to the left-hand side. Look, to me, it was a 4-4-2. Torreira as the further forward player, and he stayed more or less with that shape until the substitution, and then it flipped.
This guy, Graham, the right man for the job?
Look, I think the problem's going to be whenever it don't work, we're going to say, is he the right man for the job?
Not working at all at the moment.
Not working
at all.
I think what he needs to do, he needs to go back to basics. He needs to go back to a back four. To me, if he's not going to play Xhaka, he's not going to play Torreira as a DM. He's never going to play Torreira as a DM. He wants him as a pressing person at the top of a tip of a diamond or playing in a 10 role. Yet we didn't press. Wolves played 3 at the back, and the defenders brought the ball up without it being challenged all the time. So I couldn't get my head around that. Is he the man for the job? Look, I think the club will make a decision. He's got a 2-year contract, right, and with a possible 3rd year, and his remit was always to get us back in the Champions League. The problem he's got is I think he's great with when he sets us up against the bigger teams. Here last year, Tottenham, Chelsea. I hate to call Tottenham a big team actually, but Tottenham, Chelsea, Man United. He sets us up there to get the first goal and then to hold it. Now, when you're playing teams like that, he's good in those sort of situations. When you're playing teams who are not like big, no disrespect for Wolves, but they're not a Tottenham, they're not a Man United, they're not a Man City. He struggles to, and what we're doing in effect is our forwards are not sort of like are feeding off scraps a lot of the time. They're not. He can't set the team up to create, can he? Even with Ozil there, and I thought Ozil was good today. His link-up play, appreciation of space. He did a lot of good things today, improved the team, but he played him on the right side of the diamond instead of in behind the 2 strikers. So, is he right for the club, Emery? Look, people are going to say clearly when we've only won 2 of our last 9, it's looking like we're not going to get top 4, and people are going to judge him by that. It looks like he's going to back down on the Xhaka thing as well. So people are going to say he's weak with players. So in answer to your question, I think it's looking like he's not going to get an extension on his contract, so we're not going to get top 4. And I don't think into the 2nd year, what he achieved up to March of April last year, the way we collapsed at the end of the last season, has carried on to this season. He seems unable to arrest it, and I think we're sliding towards the end of his reign ultimately.